Hello, share with me why are you here today?
The thing is that like 2 or 3 weeks ago, I went to the disciplinary court and I got like academic probation.
Okay.
So I'm forced to be here. It's not really my decision, but was one of the conditions they said to me in order to continue studying here in the university.
Okay. And why you get involved in this?
On the probation,
Yes.
I mean, the thing was that I got in a really, well, I would not describe it as a fight,
Okay.
but I got at that time I got like this really hard anger management,
Okay.
and I kind of got in this fight with this guy, and I really beat him bad, and he kind of accused me, which was normal, I guess, and then I got sent to the disciplinary probation, and that's why I'm here.
So what you are telling me that you get involved in this disciplinary probation because you were involved in a fight with this guy because of your like management of
Anger.
anger.
Yeah, right. That was my main issue. I've been to this kind of group therapy for anger management, but at least for me, it's not useful. It's not really working for me. I don't know if it's my temper, it's my personality, but I can really explode for nothing. I mean, with this guy, we were like walking down the hall. I mean, I'm not sure it wasn't intentionally or was intentionally, but he really kind of pushed me in the shoulder, and I was like, "The hell, dude! Like, just watch where you walking." And this guy, I can remember because when I get really mad, I kind of have some sort of amnesia. Maybe I cannot remember,
Okay.
and I can remember exactly what he told me. But he said something. I got really get angry, and I really exploded. And I hit the guy, and I threw him through the floor, and I kind of really, I don't know, I connect like 4 or 5 elbows and some fists, and that's why kind of I remember, because as I mentioned, I got this amnesia when I get really mad.
And like, did you know this guy?
Nope, not at all.
No, just one.
Yeah,
someone.
what random dude? Yeah, right.
Okay. And uh, like, can you explain me more about when you feel this anger and react in this way? Like, it was the first time that you react in this way, or it was like?
I mean, for sure it was not the first time. I got involved like, I cannot really know the exact number, but probably 20 or 30 fights since I was like 15 or so. So I cannot really give you a specific number, but I don't know. I'm really mad. I cannot stand people stare at me or just touching me. For me, it's like kind of invasive, like maybe even disrespectful. And yeah, it's kind of nonsense fights for nonsense reason that I get really mad. I think if I could behave myself in a better way, I could easily avoid all these fights, all these conflicts that I have. And here in college is a little bit more harder for me because it's a crowded place. We have a lot of people I meet. Well, it's not mandatory for me to interact with people, but I'm kind of forced to interact with people in classes, so it's really not a good situation for me.
Okay, but like, like anyone that stare at you and touch you is like invasive for you. Anyone.
Yeah, probably.
Or just like the unknown people.
I mean, with my friends, no, because, well, no, I would say no. Maybe I got drunk, I could hit one of my friends. But, no, but considering these unknown people, yeah, probably, yeah, I would react.
Like, but stares at you like in a, like probably when you are walking, probably you stare someone that, like, for no reason.
Yeah, for no reason. I mean, my thoughts are, why are you staring at me? It's common that you cross the stairs with some other people. Yeah, that's normal. But if you're staring me like too long, like 7-8 seconds, like, what's going on? What do you want? That's when I really get pissed because it's kind of, I don't know, like a threat. I think it's some menacing situation. And obviously, if the other guy is far away, I could not do anything. It's really
Okay.
close to me, or it's in front of me and stares me like, come on, dude,
Okay.
what's going on, right?
Okay, and like go back to the academic probation.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of consequences did you have?
Well, at least they told me that I was going to be kicked out of college. I
Okay.
mean, they will deny me the fee, and I could not pay the fee, so therefore I could not be ready for the next semester. But one of the conditions and terms they set up in order for me to be here was going to counseling, going to therapy, some community service, and some other stuff. But I think those are not that relevant for therapy. You know, I guess their main focus was to channel my anger, if that's the case.
Okay, and like, what about the other guy? Like, what kind of consequences he has?
I mean, no consequence, because as far as I know, he had nothing to do with the fight. I mean,
Okay.
he got in this horrible situation, but he's not responsible at all. I mean, I think that he got like 5 or 6 stitches on the lip, and I have to pay, but I don't care.
Okay.
Yeah, but that's the whole thing I know about this guy.
Okay. And have you seen him like after that?
No, I mean, I heard that the guy was kind of scared, but I'm not sure if that's only a gossip. But no, so far I haven't seen the guy.
Okay. And how do you like? How do you how how you can say that these affect you in other areas like?
I mean, I guess my mom, as a normal mom, would be worried about this kind of behavior, because I'm really low temper guy. I really lose my mind for nothing, and my mom and my dad also are kind of worried, you know, because the main concern about them is that I might get stuff, I may get shot, I may get hit with a bat or with a stick, and I could be dead, you know. You never know what happened in those unexpected situations, and that's my main concern. That my mother has always told me that she's afraid that one day she would receive a phone call where
Okay.
she has told that I'm dead or some sort of serious injury, you know.
Okay. And like, you tell me that is like uncomfortable for you if someone touched you because it like invites your space, and like this has effect with your relationship with your friends or probably your personal relationship.
I mean, yeah, for sure it's been an issue, but at least not for me or from my perspective. I don't care if I don't find maybe any girlfriend or some sort of relationship, because I know hugging and handshaking, it's like this primary approach in order to build something else, right? But I don't like, I mean, I really hate when at least some of my cousins or my aunts or even some friends I know hug me. I mean, I will tolerate that because they are my family or we have been friends for a really long time, but I really don't enjoy it. I mean, like, okay, I'm done, right? Like,
But it's okay if your girlfriend do that.
I mean, it's not. I mean, it's not that okay. I mean, I really don't enjoy the
Okay.
contact situation. You know, I mean, it's physical touch. I have to. I mean, I tolerate it, but I not accept it, right?
Okay, it's like, correct me if I'm wrong, it's like you do this because it's like the thing that you need to do in a relationship, but it's not like something that you really like to do or want to do.
Yeah, I mean, it's the standard situation, right? Yeah, you could say, yeah, that's right.
Okay, so you don't do this like usually, it's like.
I mean, no. If I consider myself and my only perspective, I will not hug anyone.
Okay.
Not at all.
And this, like, the probation academy is affecting you in your studies, in your career.
I mean, for sure, you know, because I mean, it's not that I need to have this super high GPA. I mean, I have to have 3.0, which I think it's I can reach that goal, right? But the thing is that maybe the situation made me kind of see that the way I handle things or the way I have been behaving is not right, you know. I mean, for me, aggression, I don't know if it's the way I was brought up, but for me, men have to fight, you know. You know to how to defend yourself, and how could you be with some girlfriend or with some partner if you cannot offer some protection, right?
Okay.
I mean, no one's one. I guess no girl wants to be with some skinny man who cannot protect her, right? So for me, it's never really been a problem, but maybe for now, kind of a problem because I do want to finish college, but this academic probation is getting in my way in order to finish college.
Okay. And did you have like a situation that similar to this in your college or in the school?
I mean, yeah, I got into fights in schools. I mean, I was not kicked out of the school, but I got in, like in the second chance exams, where you're supposed to be on summer vacation. I would not go to summer vacation. I would stay at school 2 more months and give another exam and some sort of that. Yeah, but at least for me, it has not been really a problem, you know, because at the end of the day, I graduated with all my friends. And at least my goal is the same. I don't care which path or which route I take in order to reach that goal, you know.
Okay. So you told me that you get involved also in the high school and the school, like in situations like this.
Yeah, I get involved in fights about 15 maybe, 16 years probably. It was my first fight, yeah.
And it was always about the management of anger.
Yeah.
Like,
I was really, really pissed. I still don't know why, but I kind of be like in this defensive position every time, and I will not let you look at me or interact with me or not piss me off. I was like, dude, I don't want to talk with you. You better keep your distance, because other way, I will react in a bad way. I mean, I try at least to be, or to give them this warning, right?
okay.
So they could kind of be aware of what could happen.
Okay. And have you considered like after like because you are here because you told like one condition was to come here, right? So in the past, did you visit like counseling or something like that for your?
Not really, because the thing was that most of the fights I was involved. You could say that were like street fights, so there was not law enforcement. There was no institution that could punish me, if you could say. So it was like more
So
street law, street law, if you could say.
you haven't seen this like a problem,
I mean, no, not really.
and now.
I mean, now I'm
after
considering
this,
that might be a problem, or maybe I did things wrong, and that's when it became a problem. Because if I got the same specific situation out of college, I'm sure that nothing of this would happen.
Okay, so the fact that it happened at college like makes you feel that it's a problem.
I mean, not it is a problem itself, but could be a problem.
Could be a problem. And how do you see it like it's a problem? About yourself or about the situation, about him, that he was the one that pushed you?
I mean, at least for me, I know that the less contact I have, the less problems I would have, you know.
Okay.
And I was also considering maybe moving to online student, so I don't have this interact or this much interaction with people. So it's kind of not a problem. I mean, for me it was like this time bomb. I knew that somehow during my college stay here it would happen, you know, 'cause there's a bunch of people. I mean, in change of hour you could find a lot of people. You could get into these situations, you know. So I was kind of aware that this would happen eventually.
Okay. So let's say that you decide to change to online studies. And do you think that could be the solution, because we are in the world with people? So eventually you have to get out of your home, of your house, and to get contact with people.
I mean, yeah, could be, but nowadays it's not that necessarily. Since I have internet, I could work from my home.
Okay.
There's not, at least for nowadays, human interaction is not that necessary. Whereas 20 or 40 years ago, you really have to connect with people and establish these strong connections. For now, I guess it's kind of an option to interact with people, you know.
Yes. Okay. And like probably how makes you feel like if it could happen, like you can work at home and you can study at home, how could like feels like how this makes feel you? How could this make you feel?
For now, I'm okay. I don't like or I don't enjoy much having this connection. Maybe because I'm on my early 20s. But sometimes when I'm wondering what would happen in the future, I guess maybe when I'm around 30s, it would kind of get me. And I might think that you just waste your life because you don't establish this connection with any friends or a girlfriend maybe. But I think for now it's not an issue. I'm always have been the loner guy, kind of the outcast guy who does not fit well in society. I mean, I could function in small groups, right? But with this bigger context, I feel that nope, that's not for me.
Okay. And like some of your personal relationship have probably end because of this or no, do you think it's not like it's not related?
I mean, not really. Now that you mention that, I really haven't lost any friend. I mean, I lost one friend, but he was not really my friend. He was the boyfriend of a friend of mine. And yeah, with this stupid situation when they broke up, he was telling these kind of things, and I was really mad, and I got in a fight with him. But that was the reason, you know. But I have these three friends that I have friends with them, I don't know, for probably most of my life, I don't know, since 3 or 4 years old. And I haven't really lost that friend.
Okay. And can you explain me like probably more examples that this situation has happened? Like some situation like this had happened. Probably in another context or another.
For sure. I mean, things really got worse when I got into Paris, or maybe we're not Paris, but when I got access to alcohol, maybe. Because I mean, what really keeps me in my safe zone, and what really keeps me calm, is the fact that I'm sober.
Okay.
You know, drunk people are not the smartest persons in the world, right?
Yeah.
And when I got fights and I would get, Paris, and I got drunk, I mean, it's really a bummer. I mean, shit get wrong. I can remember like getting in these crazy fights where I just got this image where a shoe was flying and then a bottle was flying and people were screaming. I mean, really was a chaos. And I don't know, I think it's kind of immature to say, but for me those were kind of funny experiences.
Okay.
I mean, I've been hurted while fighting, you know, but that's the least thing you expect if you are going with a fight with someone, right?
Okay.
Yeah, I'm aware of that in that sense. I mean, I know that I'm not invincible, that I might receive some kicks, some fists, whatever, but yeah, fights got really worse when I get access to alcohol.
Okay. And have you tried to free your anger, like with another like alternative ways, probably sports or kickboxing is something related to that?
I mean, yeah, I've been training like jiu-jitsu, kickboxing, Muay Thai, and those sorts of things. Not really for, let's say, not fully committed, right? But I would say 2 months I will train this, and I would go off 1 month, and the next 2 months we'll move on to the next situations. And it kind of really helped me, but not itself in the anger, but understanding that I will find someone stronger, bigger, and badass, if you will, that could really knock me down, right? In that sense, it kind of made me more aware of the circumstances of what I could find in a real situation. But I don't think it really works for my anger.
Okay. So, correct me if I'm wrong. Do you feel that this anger is a problem for you in your life, or not at all?
Maybe it's starting to be a problem, at least for now, or for these, I don't know, like 5 years that I have been dealing with this, or struggle, if you could say, has not really been a problem. At least for me, maybe for my family, for my friends. I haven't got a girlfriend yet, so maybe it would be an issue for her. Because I mean, no one wants to see their relative, their friend, their partner beaten up with scars, with bruising, with stitches, right? But at least for me, it's kind of how life goes,
Okay, and like, let's say that you get more involved in this kind of situation and in this fight. Like, what do you think that could happen? Probably more worse consequence, or
I mean, I know that I might end up dead. I mean, it's a possibility for now. I mean, it's really these situations are really unexpected. I mean, I have been hit with a bottle, not really with a knife, with a chain. I also have been hit, so things shit happens, But I'm aware that I might end up dead or getting some serious stabbing in maybe one of my vital organs. Yeah, I mean, that could happen. But the thing is that if everyone at some point of their life are going to be dead, and eventually I'm going to be dead,
so you're telling me that you don't really care about the situation if you die, because in some of the point everyone will die.
Yeah, for instance, it's life itself, as I mentioned earlier. It's a possibility. I mean, it's probable, but it's not possible.
Okay.
Who knows? Maybe it could happen. Maybe don't. I don't know.
Okay, and if you die in this kind of situation, what do you think could happen with your family or your friends? Like, how they could take this?
I mean, I guess this situation or this scenario would really affect them, would really break them to pieces, shatter it in pieces. I mean, it would be devastating, to give this news or this information that your relative or your sibling or whatever has died in this stupid situation, But who knows? Could happen, could not happen. You never know, right?
Okay. So to resume this is like you get involved in this fight in your college because you can manage your anger in that time, and you get this condition academy. So you are dealing with this and you have to come here. Okay, so do you feel that this is more of your personality, like the anger, and it was like all your life?
I mean, yeah, for sure. I'm not sure if the correct term is personality, my temper. I'm not sure, but you could say that, at least for me, is the way I am.
Okay, and if you are telling me that is the way you are, probably you feel that it can change.
I mean, I'm not sure. I mean, until I got this situation, it kind of really made me think of maybe, yeah, that's the way you are, but there's something you can do, unless you are dead.